Let's solve some cases and begin. Guys, I want to let you know that this was streamed over on my Twitch, and you can find all my other socials are down in the description, so please go check them out and follow. Also wanted to point out that there's some lag throughout the video. Don't worry about it, audio is good, it's just those tiny little moments. Hopefully it doesn't distract you too much, and yeah, I hope you still enjoy the video. Until next time, guys, I'll see you then. Biome facility, somewhere in the US, 1992. Okay.
You will answer my questions as usual. 1 for yes, 2 for no. Do you understand?
Yes.
Do you believe in extraterrestrial life? Are you currently restrained? Are you married?
So double is no.
Do you work in law enforcement?
Right? I think so.
Do you know who I am?
No.
Do you know who you are?
Yeah. I think so. Yeah, so.
Are you... Good. He's ready.
Ready for what? What are you saying, man? The operator. FDI headquarters, Washington D.C., 7:30 a.m. What's going on? This is a secure, monitored federal government terminal. All unauthorized access and sharing of any information within is strictly prohibited and is subject to criminal prosecution. Okay. Evan Tanner? That's me. Whoa. Evan Tanner, 7:30. Welcome to the FDI. You are assigned to operator program. Please read the following document before proceeding. Okay, sharing any information from the terminal and unauthorized personnel forbidden. Okay, yeah. What is the operator program? Operator program has been specifically designed to provide technical support to field agents, henceforth abbreviated as agents, while also ensuring a high level of confidentiality. How does it work? Agents call the hotline. Call is dispatched to secretaries who verify the agent's identity, clearance level, and request. The request is forwarded to the supervisor. The supervisor dispatches the call to an available operator. The direct line is established between the agent to the operator. Once the operator fulfills the agent's technical request, the line is closed. Hold on. Okay. Confidential. Mike Trench. How's it going, man?
Hey, pal.
What's up?
How you holding up? Get all that booze out of you?
Guess that's why my head hurts, huh?
You seriously don't remember?
Yeah, bro.
Wanted to celebrate your new job, and I quote, properly. Well, I'm happy you're here. You and me at the FDI together. It's really great. But I gotta tell you something. When we're on the job, I can't treat you differently than anybody else. You understand, right?
I guess, bro. Sure, by the way, how much does this pay? I guess the tables have turned, haven't they? Of course. How much are we getting paid?
More than your last job, I can tell you that.
Okay.
Well, I better run. The FDI can't run itself now, can it?
Alright, Mike Trench.
Alright?
Thanks, talk to you later. Xavier Skinner. Let's see what you have to say.
Good morning. Mr. Tanner. Welcome to the FDI. I assume you're up to speed on your mission here at the operator program?
Yeah, sure. I
You know the
think I welcome.
basics.
Yeah.
Good. So, just to recap, your job is to support our agents by providing them with all the help they need in the field to solve a case. That help can come in the form of fact-checking, video and audio analysis, even lab work. My job as a supervisor is to link the agents with an appropriately matched operator. Any questions?
Yeah, sure, I'm ready.
Fine, but first you need to learn how to respond to an agent's request. Let's do a dry run, shall we? I want you to find my age. This objective just popped up at the
Okay,
top
that's the
left of your
objective.
screen, beside the applications menu.
Hmm.
See it? Whenever
Yeah,
you're
I saw
stuck, or if you need help, simply click on the question mark next to the objective. Go on and click on the question mark, Tanner. Yes, just like that.
Whoa.
You can always click on the question mark if you get stuck, though I'm hoping this won't happen often. I'm giving you access to the human database. The Human DB, as we call it here. You can find this and
Human
other tools
DB.
to help you solve agent requests in the applications menu. Now go ahead, Operator Tanner. Solve my request. Find my age. When you find the answer, click on the objective and then select the answer on the screen.
Okay. Click on the objective and then.
Operator, you should find the information first.
Oh! Sorry, I'm stupid. Let's look up Xavier Skinner. Search. Aha! 48. 162, okay. Oh. Click.
Right. Like that, Tanner. I'll let you get settled in. And I'll
You're
contact
married?
you later with your first real
Yeah.
request.
Last known address. I'm gonna go to your house. I'll let you contact you later. Thank you for this opportunity. Alright. Easy enough, no? Yeah? FDI headquarters. Washington, D.C. 9:18 a.m. Oh. Hello?
Tanner, looks like your first request is somewhat of a baptism by fire. I have an agent working a homicide. It's her first case, too. Not ideal, but consider this a learning experience. I'll be monitoring you in the background.
I look forward.
I'm patching the agent through now.
Alright. Alexandra. Hello. Hello, hello, hello.
It's Operator Tanner, right?
That's right. Yeah.
I don't think our paths ever crossed at the academy, did they? Anyway, I got a homicide at a bar downtown called The Sanctuary. Ironic, no? My Vic, dead on arrival. Is male, Caucasian, early 60s. He was shot in the head at close range around 2 a.m., just before closing time. As far as evidence, I got some surveillance footage from
At a
the
bar
and,
downtown.
some kind of list that I found on the deceased. Any chance you can work your operator magic and help find me an ID on the shooter?
I'll do my best.
Thanks, operator. Okay. I'm sending over the files. Good luck.
Find killer's name. Okay. Thank you. Downloaded. Thank you. Thank you. Nameless.
That's the list I found on the victim. It's pretty long.
Eli
And to be
Bell,
honest,
Chris Davis.
I got no idea who any of those people are. The bizarre thing is, that name at the bottom, it wasn't redacted when I bagged it. But I think it's irrelevant to our shooting here.
Tommy Hood, Logan Gates, Ben Dixon, Finnegan Koch. Coach or Koch? Okay. We'll look at that next. I see you have a camera. Oh, hold on. Let's see. Oh!
This This is our cutting-edge video analysis system, Tanner. Click on any relevant elements in the video to trigger an analysis. Go on, give it a whirl.
Oh. Can I move this? Alright. Put this back. Holy. Just like that, gone. Why do the cameras suck? They're always bad quality. Boom! Flashbang. Alright, well. Wait, what do you want me to do? This is a cutting edge video analysis. Click on any oh. So, right here.
Just like with the video,
Ooh!
you can click on a photo for further analysis.
How'd you get that? It was so blurry. Alright, so we have the criminal car's license plate. Scan it again. Wow, just like that. December 7th, 1990. Color white. Toyota Corolla. We don't need that anymore. Let's find our victim.
Looks like our victim is Henry Jenkins. For some reason, we can't access his full profile. Unfortunately, for the moment anyway, there's not much else we can learn about him.
Okay. I guess that's it for him. Henry Jenkins. Age 65. Alright, rest in peace, bro. I'm sorry. I wonder if you're, like, innocent or maybe you're a gang member. Let's see. We're gonna want to see this guy. Aha!
The footage quality
No
is
quality.
insufficient for a proper ID, operator. You'll need to find another way to ID the killer.
Nameless. Let's see. Eli Bell.
I see that you're looking into the names of the people on the list. That's a waste of FDI time and resources, Tanner.
Really?
Focus on the surveillance footage.
Okay. Alright, Eli Bell. Among his forehead. Don't let me find you. Alright, you want me to focus on this? Find killer's name. Victim. Ray Wells. Hold on. Who the freak? 29. This isn't. We don't know if this is a killer. We know it's this car. The car that's in the thing. I mean. Does it match? Car belongs to Ray Wells.
Now we know the perp's name. You got something for Wells' address? Because I'll take it if you do.
Wells' home address. Okay. Well, we know his name is Ray Wells now. Your address is. Wow, look at his criminal record. 1990, 1987, 1986. Possession of drugs. Got you.
Yeah, that'll do. Nice work. Next up
Thank you.
is to bring Wells in. I'll keep you updated. Thanks, Operator Tanner.
Mm-hmm. Good luck with the arrest.
Not bad, Tanner. Not great, but not bad either. I'll contact you later. With
I
your
know, it
next
took a little bit.
request.
Sorry, I wasn't using my noggin. Understood. Okay. FDI headquarters, Washington, D.C., 5:32 p.m. Now we sit and wait. Oh. Please consult the latest FDI most wanted list. Most wanted? Name Fred Smorkinski. Smorkinski. What do you want, Xavier?
Tanner, I need you to follow up on an investigation started by a previous operator. I'll let the agent working the case bring you up to speed.
Okay. Yeah, sure. So.
Oh, please. Tell me you got something.
Well, hello to you too.
God damn it! Who are you?
Hey, buddy. Operator Tanner, at your service.
Every goddamn time we get a new operator, it takes me twice as long. I got a life outside the FDI, you know? Interests, hobbies, full-blooded passions. I don't have time for this.
Oh, can you tell me about the case,
Got a
agent?
missing persons case out here in Dryfield, Nevada. Connie
Okay.
Moore's her name. I canvassed the area, talked to the locals. I can't believe I'm saying this, but everyone thinks she was abducted by aliens.
Dryfield, Nevada?
Middle of nowhere, hot as hell, sandy.
Well,
Calling it a small town
never know.
would be an insult to small towns.
People actually think aliens were involved?
Look, I think it's bonkers, too. Another weird thing is, over the past year, 4 people in Dryfield have claimed they've been abducted. And every single time they reappeared somewhere in the middle of the desert out here about a month later. Connie's story's the same.
I thought she was missing.
She was. Popped back up yesterday. Collected her testimony myself. She had a camera on her. Naturally, I'd like to look at the photos.
Alright, let's
But
see them.
to do that, I gotta go through you, an operator. Lucky me, right?
What am I looking for?
There's something off about all this. I mean, beyond all the talk of little green men, just look for something that doesn't add up, okay?
I'm on it.
Here are the files.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Downloaded. Let's go. Still pick it up. Music. We could lift it. Let's check the camera first. So you got 3 photos. This is Nevada. Excuse me? 10:13 a.m. February 21st, 1992. Of course, it's the most blurriest picture out of all of them. Okay. Cell phone report. Phone tower pings. Wait. There are no pings between the timeline of her disappearance on February 5th, 1992. Her reappearance, March 5th, 1992, 3:27 p.m. So her last ping was here, 11:56 a.m. Then a whole month later, she appears here at 3:27, and then she disappears again at 4:01. One side of the Trifield, and the one on the other side there. Testimony. Following Connie's Moore's reappearance. Present. Agent. Transcript. Can you tell us more about your day you disappeared? I was hiking in desert, out by Dryfield. Sometimes I do that to clear my head, or take photos. Photography is a sort of hobby of mine. B. Walker. And is that your camera? Yes, it is. What else do you remember that day in the desert? Well, it's a little blurry, but I wanted to hike around Mount Mori. I remember that. It's really beautiful at this time of year. I remember taking 2 photographs, and then I heard this loud noise coming from the sky. I looked up and barely had any time to take another photograph. It was just moving so fast. Their ship, the UFO. And then I think it landed to the east, so I just had to head over and see if I could see anything. Maybe I got a photo of him. It must have taken me an hour and 45 minutes to go where it landed. Then what? I'm not really sure, to be honest. That's where my mind goes blank. The next thing I know, I'm waking up in some kind of room. Can't move. Was there something with you in this room? I don't like to think about it, but yes, they were there all around me. The aliens. What do they look like? The room was so bright. Like I was looking to the sun. Only saw their silhouettes. Can you describe them the best you can? They were human, except they weren't. Something was off. They were too tall and thin. It was disturbing, actually. I couldn't see their faces. I'm glad about that. What do you remember about the room? It was white. I mean, entirely white. Anti-skeptic. It smelled sort of like a hospital. There were no doors, no windows, nothing. Just witness. What do you think they wanted with you? I think they wanted to learn about me, to study. I was so scared, I couldn't think straight. They kept asking me questions over and over again. What kind of questions? About my life, my family, my beliefs, everything. I guess that's what they do, study humans. What else do you remember? Well, they had these strange voices, sort of mechanical. Just like the beginning of the game, when we started. And he was asking us questions, yes or no. And there was a machine they were using on me. It was clamped to my head. I don't know what it was, but it hurt. Can you tell us anything else, Connie? Not really. The next thing I remember, I was waking up in the desert outside Dryfield. My head was throbbing. Maybe because of the drugs or mind probes. I don't know. I just wandered around there. Luckily, someone found me, or I might have died of dehydration. Then I guess they called the cops, and the cops called you. End of story. Okay. Interesting. So we gotta find inconsistency. Send a question to him?
Connie Moore claims to have taken a photograph of a UFO. If you're of a more rational mind operator, most likely she did not. Your
Right.
objective is to find a shortcoming or problem with said photograph.
Okay. See, look. Okay. This is 9. So this happened 30 minutes. Right? Yeah, they're around 30 minutes after, right? Oh, wait. No. Oh, she said. Let me pull it up. She said. Then when she took 2 photos, and then she saw something go by fast. But look. This is 2:05. There are 2 photos that she took, right? And this is 2:21 at 10:13. Almost, yeah, whole 15 days later. Right here. I found inconsistency. Remember taking 2 photographs? Yeah, right here. No? Well, I mean, I think that still counts. I don't think. Okay. Well. No, not this either.
Yeah. Then she said she took another photo. That makes 3 photos. I don't see an issue with this. But, you know, I don't have your, operator skills.
That makes 3 photos, right? That's what I'm saying. Oh. What if I do this? Hold on. No, stop. No, that's not what I want to do. Here. Yes, here we go. Not in her testimony, but I had to show this. This photo's
Jackpot.
taken.
Connie said she took that photo the day she disappeared. Clearly, she didn't.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe the aliens
Right.
did funny things to her brain. Maybe her brain was funny to begin with. Do me a favor. Locate the position on the map where she supposedly snapped this photograph.
Yeah, of course I got you. Okay, on the map. You got a map with you, or right here, Agent Walker?
All right. I'll check this spot out. Guess I gotta do a little hiking. Probably sweat my goddamn
I was gonna make a joke, cause looked like he needed a hike. No. What happened? Did my... It crashed. I think my PC crashed. Or the app crashed. That was weird. What the... Oh, am I getting hacked? Hacked by... How? Hello, Evan. How do you know my name? I know many things about you, Evan. You're hacking into the FDI. I kind of figured that one out. I wouldn't if I didn't have to. But since you guys aren't really doing your jobs, what are you talking about? Let me show you something. Whoa, do you remember the list found on Henry Jenkins? Yeah? The guy that was killed. You didn't see her name, did you, Evan? Connie Moore. Oh. The abducted woman. Pretty big coincidence, don't you think? I'm also going to assume that you didn't notice, oh man, the 136 people on it. 122 have been reported missing. Did you kidnap him, Hal? Don't be ridiculous, Evan. I wanted her to fly. Maybe an annoying fly. One last thing. Dude, how did... I didn't catch that. One last thing. This is an important part. There's a name near the bottom that's been redacted. Oh, right. We saw that. The name is the key of understanding everything. I have to go now, Evan. But I'll be in touch soon. Promise. So you're helping me, right? Wow. Okay, so I guess we should try to figure out the name. What do you want, Xavier?
Operator Tanner, are you there? Agent Walker told me that your connection was suddenly cut.
Yeah, it
When
was.
I tried to contact you, you were offline. What happened? I see. I'll have IT look into that at once. The second shift of operators
I
has
mean,
arrived.
technically it's not alive, right? It did crash.
And don't be late.
See you tomorrow. Okay. I'm gonna figure this case on my own. Okay. Power off. Logged in just to log out. I'm heading home. Yeah, I am. Was that an earthquake? What happened? Okay, I smoke. Evan's apartment. 6 a.m. FDI headquarters, Washington, D.C. 7:22 a.m. Evan Tanner. Password. Can't tell you guys. Good morning. 8:18. Took me 2 hours to get home.
Hey,
Mike.
pal. So, tell me, how'd day number 1 at the FDI go?
Dude, it was
hoped for?
crazy. I think it went pretty well, man.
All right. That's what I like to hear. Ah, sorry, buddy. My phone's ringing off the hook here. I gotta run. But hey, great job. And
Thanks.
just keep plugging away, okay? I'm proud of you, Evan.
Thanks, Mike. Talk to you later. Xavier?
Operator Tanner.
Good morning.
Agent Pendle has an update on yesterday's case. I'll patch her through in a moment. But before I do, I wanted to let you know that from this point on, you'll talk to the agents directly. Time to cut the umbilical cord. However, as your supervisor, I'll still be in the background monitoring your activity.
Of course, Supervisor Skinner. Alexandra!
Good morning, Operator Tanner.
Good morning.
So you remember Ray Wells, right?
Yeah? Yeah.
So I checked out the address you
Guy
gave
that
me,
died.
but no sign of Wells. Then I get a call
Oh no,
from
the
Vice
guy that
and
killed the dude at
guess
the bar.
what? Wells was found dead in a downtown parking garage early this morning. Shot. Point blank range. Now I'm working 2 homicides, and it's my first week.
Point blank, same
Welcome to
how
the
he killed
FBI, Alexandra.
the bar guy?
Anyway, the garage has cameras, and I got some footage of Wells. That's the good news. The bad news? I don't have all the footage. Sort of weird, but part of it is missing.
What part is missing?
Well, the most important part. The part where Wells is shot. Anyway, think you could take a look? I'm looking for anything that's different between the first and second half of the surveillance footage. Apart from Wells ending up dead and the blood splatter on the pillar. Sorry for the vivid details.
But we solved kind of that case yesterday. Okay. So you think Hal did it? Since, I mean, he did hack me, so I would assume he was watching me. Solve the case, and we find his whatever. Okay, he's right there at the car. It cuts, like she said, and he's dead. Just like that. Interesting. That's all you have for me. Okay. Find something different. That was different, but. 29. Single. Oh. You know, this guy could have been happy man, happy life if he didn't do all this. Oh, what? I didn't even catch that. Oh, you're right. Look. It's on in the back. And then it's off. Is it both of them? No, only that one. Okay, so the car moved. The car moved. The car moved. Right? Am I tripping? Yeah, I'm tripping. Well, let's just turn that in, huh? This light is off in the second part.
Look at that. Give me a sec, operator. I'm gonna check this out. Well. I just found a bullet lodged in the light's framework. I'm sending you a photo.
Oh. I'm good.
Can you run an analysis and tell me what kind of bullet I'm looking at?
Find more about the bullet. Okay. Bullet found in the light. The bullet is a 45 ACP. Yeah, I got you.
.45 caliber? I believe that's what the military and police use. Well, that's something anyway. Thanks for your help, operator. Appreciate it. If only we had all of the footage. Anyway, I should get back to the scene. Keep digging and see if you can find anything else about our perp.
I'm thinking right now. He missed, obviously, right? Because no blood. Just went straight for the light. Hello again, Evan. So, I mean, if he didn't miss, we wouldn't have found this. Hello, Hal. Look, I have a deal to offer you. I mean, they would have still found the bullet in the guy's head, so I mean, I guess it doesn't matter. But good that we found this. You find interesting. Go on. I'm listening. You see, we share a common goal. You, me, and the FDI. You just don't know it yet. So, here's what I'm gonna do. I'll help you with the Wells case. But, you have to help me later when I ask for it. Do we have ourselves a deal? I don't... Can we really do anything to figure it out, though? I'm thinking I could figure it out myself, but the camera's cut. How could you help me? I have access to the surveillance footage from the garage. I mean, all of the footage. How did you get it? I don't have time to go into the technical details. No offense, but you probably wouldn't understand anyway. Thanks, man. Should move this. Will you do the deal, or won't you? I need your answer, and I need it now. Why would I help a criminal? Because, as I already said, we share a goal. And because, without my help, you and Agent Pendle will never solve this case. Wells' killer will still be on the loose, and, sadly, you will never climb the ranks of the FDI. Well, it's not giving me an option to say no, but I'm going to keep asking him questions. Can't do anything illegal. You won't be. I mean, Apart from working with me, the world's most wanted hacker. Oh, who gave him that title? Pando could use my help, so yes, she could. And you could be her knight in shining armor, Evan. So, what I'll do is I'll go ahead and put this big, juicy, missing part back in so you can watch and solve this crime. I'll help you if you help me. What if someone asks about this? Yeah, what if someone asks about this, huh? If somebody asks, how do you got the missing footage? Just say, the analysis software restored it. It's supposed to be cutting edge anyway, right? So, do we have ourselves a deal? You give it, okay, now they're giving me an option to say no. Fine, whatever. I need you to say it, Evan. Say, we have a deal, Hal. I want to say no, but I kind of want to go with him. We have a deal, Hal. Good. Now give me a few seconds to run my script. Yeah, we're done for, guys. Alright. Missing footage is magically restored. Hope you have your popcorn ready. I'll be back in a little later to collect my debt, Evan. Dang it, I forgot I have to help him. I mean, I didn't forget that. I'm lying. What if I said no? Ugh! Choices, man. Choices. Okay. How? Get out of my face. It appears he was going for, you know, drugs. And then boom, right here. Boom. Point blank. Alright, well, we are gonna search your car, buddy. Oh, we can't see that. Oh my god, we can. No
I
match.
see that you ran the facial recognition software, and 0 matches turned up, operator. That's
Wait.
unusual. In fact, it shouldn't even be possible. Our FDI databases are exhaustive. I'll flag this issue for later, but go ahead and share the image with Agent Pendle.
Isn't Xavier monitoring my screen? So shouldn't he be able to see my conversation with Hal? But he hasn't said anything, so I'm... That is pretty... suspicious. I have an image of
Wait.
Wells' killer.
I don't understand. How did you get this?
Our software...
Well, this is huge. Thanks, Tanner. I'll canvass the area immediately. Maybe someone has seen our Prince Charming. I'll talk to you later.
Prince
And
Charming?
thanks again.
Yeah, no problem. Don't mention it. Just doing my job. Oh. Did I make the right decision? FDI headquarters, Washington, 1:45 p.m. Your debt. How about that debt, Evan? Let's just get this over with. Please don't let me do anything. What do you want me to do? Her name is Catherine Andrews. Just listen to what she has to say. Open your terminal and type the following command. Call 187 222 1987. Okay. Call 187.222.19.98 dash dash. There we go.
Hello, Operator Tanner. Hal told me that you'd be calling.
What's this all about?
Okay, I'll try to keep this short. About a month ago, I started working on a missing persons case. A woman reported that her husband had been gone for over 48 hours. Almost right away, the case felt different. Red tape all over the place. An unusual lack of cooperation from my superiors and colleagues. Unanswered calls. Suddenly, the FBI felt like the most incompetent department in the country. After an almost endless game of phone tag, I finally managed to get an appointment with a superior. The plan was to sit down and talk about the case first thing Monday morning. That Sunday night, I'm awoken by a phone call. The woman's apartment has burned to the ground. And the woman, what's left of her anyway, has been found dead in the ashes.
So then what did you do?
So I started looking into the fire, of course. I couldn't help myself. Plus, I felt like I owed it to Mia. That was the woman's name. Mia Cole. Anyway, it wasn't long before my superiors found out and pressured me to stop. They told me the fire had been ruled accidental, the result of faulty wiring in our oven. They told me I was wasting my time and precious FDI resources by looking into it, and said if I continued, I'd end up pushing papers in a basement somewhere. But that fire, Operator Tanner, that fire was no accident. I can feel it. Mia was murdered. I just
Mia.
have to prove it. That's where I'm hoping you can help me.
Why would Hal help you with this?
I'm sorry, but I can't really go into that. Not now, anyway. You just have to trust me. Go ahead and search them in the Human DB. The husband's name is Sasha. Sasha and Mia Cole. Please.
Sasha and Mia Cole. Human DB. Access is forbidden. Why though?
Look, I don't know why, but someone
So what does that
was
mean?
looking into Sasha and Mia Cole. But we have to, Operator Tanner. It's our job. Who's going to do it if we don't? Can you help me find proof Mia's fire wasn't an accident?
3154. How could we access your file case?
You'll
Or
take
case
a look
files?
then? Oh, thank you. As far as how to access the case files, that's not really my area of expertise. But you can ask Hal.
How could I access the Cole files? Funny. I was just working on this very thing. So, it looks like I can't give you direct access to the files. But, I found a bug in the chat. You should be able to inject a query that'll get you in. Sorry. Just type this. Oh, okay. None to this, right? Yeah. No offense, but how did you get this job? There we go.
Despite well,
Jeez,
more
dude, that's a.
aside, you have to admit, Hal gets results.
So in this file we have a wedding picture. Ooh, it's burned. Okay. Got a ring. Summary. Notes, no physical trauma were found, no indications of forced entry or struggle. Fire team reports. Oriented by faulty wiring in the oven. Ash sample. It's loading. Okay. 901. pH is 6.5. Calculate. Oh wait, need this. The main points, right? 1.56, 2. 2.45, I think. 9.24. 1060. Evan, you should check the manual to make sure you've entered everything correctly. Thanks, man. Oh, I had them in different orders. Oh. Okay. Right here. Gasoline. There was traces of gasoline in the fire.
I knew it. Faulty wiring might... You know what. This was no accident. Someone started this fire and killed Mia. But why?
Why are you doing this?
It matters to me.
Why is it so important?
I grew to know her. Mia, I mean. With our line of work, you try not to get emotionally involved. That's what they teach you at the academy anyway. Almost from the start. And usually, I can turn the switch off. I learned to do that. Feel nothing.
What's happening?
But with Mia, I just never could. She wanted to be a singer, she told me. That was her dream. And I'm not exactly an expert, but she did have a good voice. Really. She was just a decent person. Wanted to find you.
Am I dissociating or?
Someone killed them, Operator Tanner. Someone killed Mia and her baby. Are you still there?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm still here.
Oh. Anyway, thanks, Operator. Because of you, I finally have proof. Knowing Hal,
Why was there music
as
playing?
much as someone can know Hal, I have a feeling this won't be the last time you and me work together.
Good luck. So, you found evidence proving the fire was an accident. Well done, Evan. Maybe there's hope for you yet. The way FBI has handled the Cole case, it's strange, don't you think? Does seem suspicious. Maybe it's aliens. Aliens set them on fire. Through the gasoline. I just don't know what they're hiding or why. How? Look. I know you probably still don't trust me. I am on the FBI's most wanted list. I hacked into your computer, I get it, but there's something... But tell me something. Why would I bother going to trouble of working with a low-level FDI employee? Low-level. Sorry, if I didn't have a good reason. Oh, right here. How, real name unknown, wanted various crimes of cyber terrorism committed against the federal government and other organizations. Reward 150,000 for any valid information, 1.5 million for any leading to an arrest. I have I have no idea. It's not making my life living hell or anything, but maybe you're thinking of turning me in to get the reward, but it's too late. You're in too deep. Did he see that I opened the director to Mike,
Operator Tanner.
how's it going?
I see
Sure.
that you've been looking into the database entries for Mia and Sasha Cole. You want to tell me why?
Oh, I can't lie. I can't tell the truth. I wanted to catch up on the case.
In the future, I want you to avoid anything related to Sasha and Mia Cole. It's a closed case. A total waste of your time. And if by chance something else pops up concerning the Coles, and this is very important, you come to me right away. Understood?
What's the big deal about him?
Deal, Evan. It's just highly confidential. Classified. And way above your pay grade. I'm sure you understand. I'll talk to you later.
See, look, I said good choice. What if I didn't? There's like, in whatever I say are still choices. I know that was probably a difficult line to your friend, but you did the right thing, Evan. As a reward, I'll tell you something about myself. Something the only two other people know. The reason I have so much access to the FDI, I used to work there. That's valid information. But there's probably a lot of people that work here before. You were in the FDI? I can't tell you more for the moment. But yes, I was. As improbable as that seems. What do I do now, Hal? For now, nothing. I'll be in touch later, Evan. What if I make him think that I'm starting to trust him, and at the end, boom, backstab him. 4:55 p.m. Man, can I go home already? Come on, give me a call. Who's calling me? Barry Walker. How's it going, man?
So who the hell am I talking to this time?
This is still Operator
The same
Tanner.
Operator Tanner from before?
Yep, that's me.
Good. You haven't been fired. I was afraid I'd have to explain this goddamn case all over again. I went back to where Connie said she took
Wait,
the photo in
the other
desert.
operators get
You
fired?
remember, right? Where she said this, flying saucer supposedly landed. I didn't find a flying saucer or any aliens breathing their last wheezy breaths or anything like that. But I did find something else.
Something disturbing?
You could say that. You could definitely say that. I found stones. A bunch of stones.
Oh
lying
my
there
God.
on
In the
surface
desert.
of the sand. I'm no geologist, but they look funny to me. Like they'd been moved. Put there for a reason, you know? So, I call it in. Because I'm sure as hell not gonna dig myself, Tanner. Not in this suit. A team arrives an hour later, and they start digging. Sure enough, under one of the stones, they find a body. Advanced state of decomp. They dig under another stone. Lo and behold, this time they find an entire skeleton. Turns out, we're standing on some sort of desert graveyard.
How many corpses are out
Hard
there?
to say, but I counted more than 100 stones. If they're all grave
Wow.
markers, well, I'll let you do the math.
They found a body and a skeleton?
Yeah, messed up, right? And judging by the size of the skeleton, it belonged to someone young, Tanner. Real young. Look, I won't beat around the bush. The medical examiner has finished a preliminary report on the skeleton, and they found what they believe is a photo of the victim in the sand, buried there by the bones. Never seen that before. Any chance you can take a look at all this and get me an ID, Tanner?
Consider it done, Agent.
Let me send you the files. Well, it's taken a while. Hard to access the satellite out here in Roswell. Dryfield.
In Roswell.
Okay. Looks like it went through. About goddamn time.
Photo back. Welcome to the facility, Gabby. You're on good hands now. Sincerely, Dr. Jenkins. Photo front. Is that Dr. Jenkins? They got the bar.
The skeleton appears to be female, estimated at 9 years of age.
Oh wow.
Starting the examination now. Initial observations show well-preserved and intact bones. No visible signs of trauma or damage. The subject is missing her left incisor. The rest of the dentition looks good. No decay or disease is present. Moving on. Here's something interesting. One of the metacarpal bones on her left hand, the metacarpal 3, has a slight curvature. You don't see that a lot. So, to summarize, the subject appears to have been a female, approximately 9 years of age, with a missing left incisor tooth and a slight curvature in the metacarpal 3 in her left hand.
So
Based on the level of
tooth.
decomposition, the body appears to have been buried for approximately 6 to 8 months. Further testing and analysis is needed to determine the cause of death.
Wait, let's go to the bar. Name list. Gabby Bruce. Age 9. Her name is Gabby Bruce.
How did you find this, Tanner?
Her name's in the list of another case,
Just
like
when
Connie.
you think this case can't get any weirder, that's exactly what it does. But I need concrete proof it's her. Got anything else in your bag of tricks?
Sing farm. Oh! Gabby also has unusual bone growth.
I'll be damned. 9 years old, Tanner. Breaks your goddamn heart. What the hell is going on out here? And what's a connection to Connie? Okay, the examiner has just finished processing the second body I was telling you about. The one in the advanced state of decay. Let's see here. Adult male, early 60s. Ah, they got an ID on him. Quentin Spence. Want to see if that name is on your magical list too?
Got you. Quentin Spence. Yep. He's here.
So there's definitely a link. I see some of the names have been crossed out. Can you figure out what that business means?
Yeah, crossed out means dead. So let's look up Gabby. What's it? Gabby what? Obviously means they're dead, and circled means alive. Missing. Crossed out means the
Must be
person
about
is
100
missing.
names like that. That number matches the stones. God damn. And if I was a gambling man, I'd say the circled persons are still alive. Like our Connie. There's something else about Spence, Tanner.
Yeah. What's that?
They found him buried in a lab coat. With some, you're never gonna guess. Floppy disk sewn into one of the pockets. Remember what I said about this case getting weirder and weirder? Now the second disk password protected. Open that second floppy disk and give me an address tied to Spence. Something I can look into. I'm getting a little restless with you doing all the work. The operator program. Oh, I'm sending everything your way.
Give me an address tied. Okay.
There you go.
Autopsy report of a male, approximately late 50s, early 60s. Initial observations show no sign of trauma or blunt force injury, similar to the first remains found. The decedent appears to be wearing some kind of lab coat. Starting the external examination now. Excellent dentition. The decedent is wearing some kind of badge. Let me put this to the side. Abdomen seems healthy, with no signs of trauma or injuries. The lab coat seems to contain a hidden pocket. There's something inside. It's sewn shut. I'll open this with my scalpel. There. There appear to be 2 floppy disks inside the pocket. Strange. In my estimate, the body has been buried for approximately 2 to 3 months, based on the level of decomposition. At this point, the cause of death is uncertain. Further testing and analysis is needed, including toxicology reports, before I can provide a conclusive determination.
To unlock full potential, 66.72 KHZ, min 105 KZ maximum. If you are reading this, it means I am no longer living, and that I have been buried in the dry-field desert like the other subjects. I implore you, and whoever you are, to share my story with anyone who can make things right. My name is Quentin Spence. I was the head of operations of the biome facility. I'm writing this letter because I am about to resign from my job that one cannot simply resign from. As per protocol, I would most likely be sent to the Desert Bureau site. With all my belongings, I deserve this punishment. I am sick, so sick of everything that I've done supposedly in the name of science. If you have found me, then I'm assuming you have found the others too. Every person buried here in the sand is a Project of Eve test subject. Eve was led by Dr. Henry Jenkins. I am not trying to shift the blame onto him. I bear my share of responsibility in this matter. While our intentions were noble, at least in the beginning, I now see that we went too far, and I am ready and willing to face whatever punishment awaits for me in the next world. Yeah, I found this document, but perhaps the contents of my lab coat protect remains undiscovered. Perhaps they could not track the password necessary to open the floppy disk. Maybe They assumed the floppy disk contained only my research papers. Regardless, what truly matters is you. You have the power to stop this biome facility. Spence worked at the biome facility.
Let it
It's
go to
you.
your operator head, but that was actually somewhat impressive, Tanner.
Well-
the address you sent, it's not far
Yeah,
from here.
thank you, man.
I'll check it out first thing in the morning. Tonight, I think I'll help the team exhume the rest of these bodies. Screw the suit. God help us, Tanner. God help every single one of us.
Close all these tabs. Contact me tomorrow. Take care of yourself. Power off. Woo! Time for bed, huh?
Well, look, you need to do something about it. He's poking around, asking too many questions. He's going to expose us all if you don't rein him in.
Skinner.
Yes, his shift is over. Yes. All right. Yeah, fine. We'll talk later. Bye.
You're my buddy, though, no? I should have asked him about that. Ah! Back to it. Grimpse out!